Y'all problem is not getting money, man. Y'all get money, bro. Some of y'all some hustling mom. Woo! I don't want to cuss, but you know who you is. Y'all get money. The problem is what you do when you get it. You blow it on the dumbness, and then at that you scared to lose it. How you blow it on stuff you don't get a return back, but you scared to buy a piece of Apple, buy a piece of ownership in Apple, buy a piece of ownership in the liquor store on the corner, buy a piece of ownership on the gas station, the Burger King you go to, something. Buy a house, an investment house, not to live there, to rent it out, not to live there. We talking about an investment house. Y'all scared to do that. Y'all go put it in the bank account, and guess what? They use the money to go invest it. It's not getting money. Y'all get money, man. Start using it differently. That's it.
Yo, what's up, people? How y'all doing this morning? Yo, man, y'all better pay attention what's going on in the world. That's why I came on here today. Talk about we want to talk about this market, man. This market shake up that's going on right now. That's why I'm back on this channel. You know what it is, man. We gonna go live soon on the takeover soon here shortly. But I need to get this information out ASAP. Um, what's up, CX in the building? V Chance in the building. Um, in case you didn't know, America ain't playing around, man. Donald Trump ain't playing around. But this is what I want you guys to do, man. It's nothing you or me as individuals can do to stop any of this madness that's going on with the world and politics and all of that stuff. We can't do anything to change any of that. Um, a lot of people going to get to arguing about the causing or the reason why or what needs to be done and all this stuff and who's wrong and who's right and all that stuff. People get caught up in all that stuff. Um, it doesn't matter who's wrong or right or any of that stuff, man. What matters is this is what's going on. What can you do as an individual with this information to make you more money? That's the only thing you can do is profit off of this shit. You can't do anything to stop it. You're not gonna call anybody to change any of these policies. You are American citizen, whether you like it or not. If you're not American citizen, you're a citizen of your country. Wherever country you come from, whether you like it or not, you can't change any of that stuff. What you can do is change your future trajectory based off of following along on what's going on. So let me let this play right quick because this is very important, man. These people up here on this app just they don't be paying attention, but Biz see this shit, and I see that foolishness they do. I see more of this though than I see that foolishness. Um, listen to what's going on in the world.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan.
All right, what the heck is going on? While y'all on this app running your mouth talking about everybody, America just launched a attack against Iran. They just dropped bombs. on Iran, United States military. So now they just involve the United States in a war. There's nothing I can do about any of that stuff. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to lose any sleep over this conflict. None of that. I'm going to use opportunity with this conflict. Right? With this conflict comes opportunity. Every conflict in history has brought about major opportunity for those that were around to take advantage of the situation. It's just plain as simple, right? You guys can argue the what reason why and who's corrupt and who's doing all this stuff. To me, I'm looking at this like, okay, when I saw this, first thing I did was say, yo, the market about to go down. And then I say, yo, this dude Donald Trump think he's slick. He announces this, that America waits until Saturday to bomb someone. In my opinion, that's so the markets don't get crashed. Because imagine this happened on Friday or Thursday. So now you get the weekend for the market to digest this information. But you better believe Monday morning, because this is breaking news right here. What I'm letting you hear, right? Maybe a few hours old. This news is no more than a few hours old. Okay? This is a reason for me to come on this channel and talk about this stuff. All right, so when you see that this is going on, I'm like, okay, first thing I did, check the market. What's going on? I seen the crypto market is working 24/7. The stock market, however, is closed right now. So the stock market nothing happen. Why would he do this on the weekend? Well, by the time Monday morning open up, everybody has digested the news that America has just entered into a war, enter herself into a war by initiating bombings, right? And people might not be so emotional behind the news come Monday morning. But you better believe Monday morning it ain't gonna be nice. It ain't gonna be nice. All right. But the crypto market, however, is 24/7. So what can you do to use this to your advantage? Okay, we know we got a big problem coming. We know we're gonna get a sell-off in the market. Matter of fact, it's already been a sell-off in the market, in the crypto market. You know what I'm saying? And this is why Biz is talking. Right? So opportunity is presenting itself all around you. This is the reason why I come make this live stream. You know, let's keep listening to what's going on here. But this is breaking news. Why y'all running your mouth on here about dumb shit? Better pay attention. You stand to gain a lot of money if you pay attention.
Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier.
Okay, what am I listening to? He says it will be future attacks, they'll be far greater and a lot easier. So this is not going to stop anytime soon, right? Do you think the world is going to stop? If you don't think the world is going to stop, then you understand this could be opportunity, right? This could be an opportunity right now to get good deals on assets, because other people are going to be fearful. Right? Other people are going to be worried that the market is going to crash. Other people are going to be worried about the state of the economy. Other people are going to be worried about a war breaking out and nuclear war and all this stuff. But guess what, guys? None of that stuff you can control. None of it. You can't control none of it. So if we break out a nuclear war and all of this stuff, right? You don't need money anyway. your money's gonna be worthless anyway. Right. But if we don't break out a nuclear war and everything works itself out, or they come to a resolution, or it's just a few more events that occur, you know what that means, right? The market is going to recover like it always has. Going to. It's not no if or none of that shit. It's just a matter of time, right? So if you understand this information, when I saw this news, I did not think about, oh my God, what do we do to get ourselves into this war? When I saw this, I said, yo, the market about to crash. I need to start buying shit. This what I did when I saw this. I don't care about none of that other shit. You know why? Because you can't control it. You'll be arguing with somebody till you're blue in the face about your opinion, and you can't do a damn thing about it. What you can do though is use this and say, okay, this is what's going on in the world. What can I do to benefit? Well, maybe if I position myself because of this news, understanding that the markets is going nowhere, understanding that Bitcoin is the strongest cryptocurrency ever created, right? Understand that they are passing policies in favor for crypto, and also understanding that the United States Federal Reserve, which is not federal, it's a privately owned institution, but the Federal Reserve of the United States, okay, is talking about doing interest rate cuts in the future, the recent future, the soon future. When you understand this stuff, you're like, okay, this is the opportunity. This is how I'm looking at it. This is exactly how I'm looking at it. Do not be spooked by the downsway in the market. You use this as opportunity to add ownership while everybody else worried about the wrong shit. We can add ownership and build our bags up and build our ownership nest for when the market does recover, you have more than you had the first time. Right? This is what I'm going to be doing while you guys talking shit. I'm going to teach you bitch ass niggas how to be great.
If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. Thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot.
Yo, do you know how gangster this is, man? This is level 1 gangsterism right here. This is gangster. These niggas on the street ain't got shit on this. This man is up here congratulating people about dropping bombs on motherfuckers, bruh. This is crazy. I'm listening to this like, yo, this is so gangster right here. This dude is saying, I like to thank you. I like to congratulate you because we just dropped a barrage of fucking military force. I like to thank you for coming out tonight. Like, wow. And these Bloods and Crips on here thinking they doing something, man. Do you see this? This is gangster right here. This is gangster. But again, you can't do a damn thing about this shit. It's just news like everything else, right? You don't get too emotionally attached to the news. You be smart with the news. Okay, you become an expert at using the news and the media to grow your wealth. This is what happens, man. I'm telling you. You better not fucking let this pass you by. You better pay attention. You watch what's that? I don't know the word to say without getting into, but I'm gonna just say it. You better watch that Corona and what happened after the coronavirus and how it was so much millions of dollars and billions of dollars being made because the market recovered from that catastrophe. Okay. Now this is the beginning. So you guys just be cautious, be smart, be aware, be cautious. Do not be scared. That's the only thing you don't do is be scared, right? Don't be scared. You just be smart, you be aware, and you be cautious, right? Don't buy dumb shit. Buy good assets. While people are running for cover, they're going to be selling their assets. You're going to be getting cheaper prices. Okay? It's the only thing you can do. You can't do shit else. You're not the president. You're not the vice president. You're not in his office. You're not in the cabinet. You're not in the military generals and none of that shit. Shout out to the troops, right? That's the one person, the one group of people that really my heart goes for is the troops, because they're just doing what orders. They're just doing what they're told, and they represent the American population, man. You know, they represent the American people. And shout out to the troops, man. Because what they're doing right here, I don't know why, I don't care why, I don't know what's going on, but I know it's a lot of troops that can possibly lose their lives behind this foolishness that's going on in this world, man. You know, so shout out to the troops, the parents of the troops, and the children of the troops, man. The actual military men and women that put that uniform on and go risk their lives. That's the people that I concern the most about. Other than that, I don't care nothing about this politics shit. I always say, man, the government always use my troops the wrong way. The troops is the heartbeat of America, and they're using them for their own political and monetary gain. And I don't like that shit. That's the fact. That's the one thing I don't like. But guess what? I can't do anything to change it. Right? So what can I do? Okay, I can stress myself out to death about why they sending our troops, why they gonna get our troops hurt or killed or anything like this. These are people, parents and sons that's getting blown up. I mean, you know, that's getting casualties, that's becoming casualties. And what are we doing? What are we prospering for? I could stress myself out with that. Yeah, it's a good topic to just have a conversation, but it ain't gonna get nothing done. Nothing at all is gonna be done. What I can do is have the right conversation. Okay, the market is crashing because of this news. Will this news, um, will it keep getting worse, or will it recover? Will some good news come out of this? Okay, well, it might last 6 months. Let's say this war lasts 6 months. Let's say this war lasts a year. That means you got a year to keep adding ownership, right? Because after this clears up, I'm gonna show you guys that you need to just stay calm. Okay, don't worry. Don't let this affect your money, man. Don't worry about the monetary gain. Worry about, don't worry about the political gain. Worry about the monetary gain. That's what I mean.
Not continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God, I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Y'all see that, right? Now, this is what's going on. There's been bombs being dropped. They sent B-2 bombers. See, I did a little research on what happened after, right? After. I'm not even going to lie to you. Let me show you this. After hurry up. And before I seen the news, it said United States, such and such and such. I even checked what Trump said. I went right to the market. This is exactly what I did. Right. Let me share this screen. I went right away. No hesitation. I went right to the market, to the Bitcoin price. Right. What up, double speed? KB in the build. Yo, KB, you see what's going on? He said, where we putting the money at? Shout out to KB in the building, man. What's going on? There we go. Right here. All right. So let me make sure you guys can see this. And we get back to the foolishness in a second. Till then, right? I'm trying to show this. Let me see where my screen go. It's up there. So hold on. I want to see the view. I want to see. Can y'all hear me? To me, it looked like the screen just froze. I don't know. Maybe the screen just froze for a second. Let me see. Okay. Now we got it. Now, guys, here we go. This where the money go. Now, throughout all your life, it's always been some conflict going on, and it doesn't really do anything but get better every time, right? So we go through the war, and then it gets better. We go through the war, and then it gets better. But with every movement in this war, or with all wars, it's always a recovery period. Now, I want to show this. See if hopefully, yes, I can zoom it. This was COVID, right? Market was doing good. COVID came, crash, right? We had to do the recovery. Everybody was getting scared. They lost their minds. Now the market is even higher than what it was now. Now here come this war. We might get a crash, right? Be prepared for the crash, okay? We might get a crash in the market to come down a little bit and then recover and go even higher. That's what it always do. So you want to stick to the solid assets. I'm talking about your Amazons of the world, your Microsoft of the world. You know, your Teslas of the world. That company is fucking. I can't see enough Teslas. I'm tired of looking at them shits. Everywhere I go, I see a damn Tesla. Right? Bitcoin will be a good asset to accumulate. Then you want to see, right? This war, Trump did this intentionally, man. His movements on this was very intentional. This is why I like the president, man, because he's going to secure the bag. He announced this news. They waited till the weekend before they bombed them people, just so it didn't mess up the market. I guarantee you that. Because he knows if he does this during the week, the market is going to go ape shit, right? And people are going to go crazy, and it's going to be a lot of money being lost. And he got billionaire friends that got money in his market as well as he does. He's protecting his own interest. He announces this news on the weekend. That way, it don't affect the actual stock market. The crypto market, however, you got deals. Look, and we got this 102,000. Remember, Bitcoin was just 108 the other day. It was hovering around 105 2 days ago. Now it's 102. This is just a guide. This is not where Biz putting his money at. Where Biz is buying, I'm going to show you. Biz is buying when you move up here, XRP. Look at XRP at $2 price point. You see this? Remember, I was buying this at 50 cents. This thing went as high as $3 and some change. Right now, it's down 5% in the past 7 days. In the past 24 hours alone, it's down 4.9%. So most of this down is coming from what? The previous 24 hours, which is this news. This can be opportunity. For those of you that wanted to get XRP or wanted to get involved with XRP, I wouldn't say throw the kitchen sink at it, right? Because you heard Trump. He just said this is the beginning, right? This is just the beginning. I would be saying get your positioning ready, right? This is what I would be doing. If you wanted to get into this cryptocurrency, XRP, which is the number 3 crypto in the world. Number 2, the number 3 listed is Tether, but that's not a crypto. It's a stable coin. It's not like a cryptocurrency. It's a stable coin. So it's a difference, right? I would be getting into XRP. This is what Biz is going to be buying right here. This Sui shit. This Sui coin, I'm buying this, right? $2.50. Bruh, this shit was $3.50 the other day, right? We're down 14% on the week. We getting slaughtered over here. I got a position in Sui. I got about 1,700 of these little tokens, these little Sui coins. I don't care nothing about the market going down, Biz losing money, none of that. Okay, what's going on? The war, okay, does it make sense? No. Let me add some more of this. As this continues to bleed, I'm going to continue little by little adding ownership, okay? This is great music to my ears to look at this shit, to see this. Okay, this is down. Biz need to start accumulating, right? It's accumulation time, right? Chainlink, look at this, $11.88. You got to be joking me. The shit was $16, $15 the other day. You see? This is what you need to be looking at. 10% in 7 days, right? We lost 7% in the past 24 hours. Stellar, this is another one, 23 cents. It's down 8%, 5%. Look at all is down in the past 24 hours. It's don't look at this 1 hour shit. The past 24 hours, we've been getting smoked in the entire market. Been getting smoked because of what? This news that I just showed you. And the actual Monday morning stock market open might be a bloodbath as well, because people see this conflict going on between Iran, Israel, and the United States. You just know Israel is United States wife. They married to Israel. They're not gonna let nothing happen to Israel, right? More so than anything, it's the location that Israel is on the map that they had. It's like they got a strategic location with Israel so they could attack a lot of different places at once, and some other stuff that people like to talk about, conspiracies and all that shit. But they not gonna let nothing happen to Israel. So we just dropped the bomb on their ass a couple hours ago while y'all talking shit. America just initiated some bomb strikes over there, right? And it's gonna cause. Look at this fear and greed index. Look at this. This is what I like to see, guys. It's sorry that it always happens with a catastrophe, but this is what I like to look at. Man, don't tell me this damn thing stalling again. This is whack. Oh, I gotta double click it. I was about to get pissed. I'm like, yo, stop it, man. Got it. Okay. Fear and greed is down here at a 40. Look, man, listen here. We need this to bleed into the fear over here. That means I need a little bit more bad days, right? So if say I had $1,000, right, and I knew I wanted to invest $1,000, this is what I always wanted to know when I was watching these channels, and people would never. I'd be like, yo, what I'm supposed to do? Okay, this is not financial advice. This is what I would do. This is my experience on what I would do. If I had $1,000 that I knew I wanted to invest, boom, we get the event. We got this bomb strike coming up. All right, boom. They just strike the bombs. I'm gonna take and put maybe $200, $250 of that in the market today, right now. Because this might be all that happens and the market might shake this off. But I know I'm getting a good price, right? They drop another bomb or something else keep breaking out. I would take another $250 and put it in the market at that point. I still got $500 that I want to invest out of that 1,000 and just keep working that money in as the market falls into my favorite asset. I didn't tell you what to buy. Me, I like Sui. I like Ondo Finance. I'm gonna be buying more of that. I'm gonna be just buying Chainlink. I like Chainlink. I'll be buying more of that. You know, this is like a shopping spree for me. It's sad, right? It's very sad that I gotta use that as as a reason for me to buy and as a way for me to gain ownership. It's always catastrophe, but that's what these billionaires do all the time. This is how you're gonna grow your wealth. I cannot stop none of this conflict. Nothing I say gonna stop these dudes from doing this nonsense to each other. So okay, let me capitalize. Y'all want to drop bombs? Biz gonna add ownership. The more y'all drop bombs, the more ownership I'm gonna add. That's just how I think. I'm not thinking about the money, right? I'm not thinking about the money at all. I'm thinking about, okay, I need to get more ownership because the ownership is what brings money. Money don't bring nothing if you don't know what to do with it. Ownership is the key to wealth. That's the key to wealth. It ain't money, right? So when we looking at this crypto fear and greed sitting at a 40 right now, we understand that we still got a little bit more to go down in here. We damn near into the fear area. We pretty much in fear, right? It say neutral, but it's on the fear side of neutral. You see we in the red. Remember I told you guys I like to buy this over here, these two, the red and the orange. I like to buy that. I like to sell when we get over here. We never really got into extreme greed. We got into the greed territory though, and I took a little bit of profit. Now we going back down here into this. This is what's going to cause it, and this is beautiful to me. You know, to look at it as an investor. I'm looking at this as an investor with investor mind. I'm taking my emotions out of the conflict and the situation at hand, and I'm taking advantage of the momentum and the moves in the market. Let me show this. Let me show you this. See if this pops up. Okay, this will share. All right, boom. This is the biggest problem with most people, right in your face, right here. All right. And make sure you guys can see this. Make sure you guys can see this. Yep, you can see it. All right, we got I see y'all here. Easy did it. Angel B. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Double speak in the building. All right. This is the problem right here. You will be invested. You will be done put $10,000 in the market while the market is doing good. Right? The market's been doing really well, and you think, you know, and you get money and you getting happy, right? And then this type of shit happened. Right? They got a war coming or coronavirus or something like that, and it spook you. And it cuts your $10,000 in half to $5,000, right? You know what you do? This is what most people do. This is exactly what most people do. Why people can't make no fucking money. First of all, they over leverage themselves by putting a whole 10,000 in there at one time. You never heard me tell you I bought $10,000 worth of something at never. At one time, you never hear me say no shit like that. Never do that, because that's a unless I got millions of dollars, I might put $10,000 in something if you know, if I don't give a damn about $10,000. But $10,000 ain't no chump change. You're not gonna see me just put $10,000 in something. But this is what happens to people, man. They put the $10,000 in the market when the market's doing good, right? Then here comes the downswing. Instead of them, right, adding ownership in their favorite assets, the reason why they put the 10,000 in there in the first place, they start counting the money they lost. They start saying, yo, my God, I'm down $6,000. I'm down 6,000, man. Shit, I only got 4,000 left. I put 10,000 in here. Let me sell this shit. And I'm looking at them like, yo, why did you buy it in the first place? You put $10,000 in there for a reason. Why did you do that? Now, when you get back into that mindset, then you understand maybe you should put another $10,000 in there while it's all getting smoked and while you crying like a bitch. Maybe you should put $20,000 in there as it goes down, right? Because look at what happens. Before you know it, the market is not only back to where it's at, it's even higher. And you sold for a loss and lost $6,000 with the same asset that somebody's up millions of dollars with, because you got scared and you got shook out of your position. You got shook out of what you believed in initially, right? Of your investment strategy. You got shook up because of the money. The money made you move, and money don't make me move. I'm thinking about this ownership. I'm not looking for the downward from the 10,000 to the 4,000. I'm looking from that 4,000 to that 15,000. Look at the amount of growth right there that I would have missed because I was scared that my money initially fell down, right? And I'm not strategically being smart, right? And paying attention to where the trend is going in the world. Okay, this is another problem. Where the other one at? Let me show this one. Put this one here. All right, look at this. I hope you guys pay attention to this, man. This is self-explanatory, right? I've been preaching this. The crash of 2029. You got all these people lost all this money. Look at the recovery. 129% recovery. So the smartest people bought the crash. Ain't that right? Same thing. 1937. The Fed tightening, scared the shit out of the market. People lost 60% of their wealth. Everybody were crying and bitching like little babies. The previous 49 months after that, you got 158% gain. Right? You got post-World War II. 85 months later, the market is a staggering 267% increase. All the people that sold their shit right here during this time was the dummies, right? The recession, all of that shit. The crash of 1962, all of this as you go to 2008 crisis. Look at this, 300% increase after the crisis. Same thing, 1987 crash, 417% after the crisis. Yeah, you might get a little blood right here, but the smart people that didn't invest all of their money at once, right, and got extra money to invest, sees this shit and be like, yo, hold on. Let me put some money in while the assets are down this low, and then they are the ones that get the recovery. The 400% recovery, the 325% recovery. Then you got on the last one they put here was the Corona crash. And then the recovery is amazing. It's staggering from Corona, right? The way the market went up. But again, during Corona, everybody thought the world was going to end, right? Now we got this crisis, this war shit they got going on, right? Iran and USA, we in the war. We just dropped bombs last night. Breaking news. Last night, America over there acting up. They throwing bombs at each other. What the fuck? Oh my God, the market is going crazy. Everybody's gonna lose everything they got because of this. All right, here come Biz. I'm on this side. I'm buying this shit up. All right, let's go. Where the recovery at? I'm looking forward to recovery. Right? I'm gearing myself up for these many months that I got. Is this long ass crisis gonna last? Right? And I'm just gonna steady build my ownership. Because when it starts to recover, my oh my. And I would say thank you to the crash of 1929. Thank you to the stagflation. Thank you for all of these crises. Thank you for the 2008 financial crisis. And thank you for coronavirus crashing the market. I appreciate that. You did me and my family a good job for that. So let's go, Iran, America. Let's crash this market. Can you please do that for me? Please. See how I look at it? I'm not worried about why they fighting or none of that shit. It really don't matter. They fighting. What you gonna do about it? Now let me show you this, and then we can get up out of here. You know, when you're looking at this, right? This guy who wrote this article, his name is Seymour Hersh or whatever. Well, one of these articles, how the hell he know this was gonna happen? Then when you reading this in this article, see how you guys don't get it that when I be saying stuff like y'all niggas don't matter to me. I'm talking about the detractors. Y'all, when I be saying y'all don't matter to me and I ain't wasting my time on them niggas like y'all and all that shit. When I be saying shit like that, right? You gotta know that I'm saying that shit because I really don't pay attention to you knuckleheads that much. I be watching y'all live sometimes. Sometimes I don't. But this type of shit got my attention. This type of shit. See, I'm like, what happened with the bomb? You know what I'm saying? What happened to the bomb? And I'm looking over here and read this shit right here. Read this. It say veteran investigative journalist Seymour Hersh, citing a network of longstanding Israeli insiders, right? So they got some inside information with Israel and Iran, right? He said what he been told was coming. Let me see if I can get this thing off the screen. Why is this shit? Yeah, I don't know the proper. Let's go down right here. Right. This the paragraph that stuck out of my head right here. This one. I don't care about this, guys. You don't hear me though. Biz could give a damn whether or not America is in wrong or in the right. I probably assume that they're in the wrong because they always going to start some shit. But this is my country, and I'm rocking with them. But read this paragraph right here. The timing of these strikes is reportedly a concession to President Trump, who insisted on the delay to diminish the shock of the bombing before Wall Street trading commences on Monday. You see that? Yo, this dude is a gangster, man. I'm telling you, man, I feel so comfortable with Donald Trump in this market. It's ridiculous because I know that he's going to protect the interests of the shareholders and the people in the market. Why? Because he has so much money. His billionaire friends, all of them got money and tied up into this market. So it says he delayed, he delayed the bombing before Wall Street trading commences on Monday. This pause also allows for the preparation of over 24 United States Air Force bases and Navy ports across the Middle Eastern and Eastern Mediterranean for potential Iranian retaliation. Okay, so they expect Iran to retaliate. Man, this is I can't do nothing to stop it. It's sad to watch it. I don't want to keep watching all those bombs being thrown on the TV, but I tell you what, I will be watching. I will be watching the prices of these assets. I tell you that shit. If these prices of assets go too low, Biz gonna be buying them like a motherfucker. Because I know when this war stops and all this shit hit the fan, the market is gonna come back roaring like it always do. And if it don't, and we go into the world's worst whatever, then you ain't gonna need money anyway. So it's like a win-win situation. Right. So let me see what else I had up here, and then we could get up out of here. Because I just want to bring this to the light. I had something else up here. I'm trying to figure out what I wanted to show. Okay, this is it right here. All right. This is based off of history. All right. This is coming from Investopedia, right? A lot of investors go here. This coming off of based off of history. All right. This is called it's an article that was written in 2023 called How War Affects the Stock Market, right? We're gonna translate this with the crypto markets and all that. It's all in market. The crypto is being embraced, so it's a legitimate asset now. So it's basically telling you that the markets often shrug off this stuff. When war breaks out, right? Market uncertainty comes with the markets don't like and the markets start to go down. But then normally after the news breaks and the war subsides, the market roars. You get the World War II, 1939. Then they show this chart right here. Right? This is when these big events dates coming, right? And you get these smokes. Everybody gets smoked. All the stocks get smoked, right? What happens is we get a recovery, right? We get a recovery bigger than where the market was at previous to the incident. This is how Biz looking at this. This is major news right now, right? You're gonna hear a lot of people talking about this today because this shit just happened yesterday. Last night, they bombing shit. America's in war right now with Iran. It's official now. They can say whatever they want to say on the TV, but for Trump to get a green light for them to go shoot up, send the B-2 bombers. What? I read that we sent B-2 bombers over there to blow their ass up. And then, bruh, he didn't even announce, he didn't say nothing until after they did the shit. Then he came on TV and giving people congratulations for doing that shit. And y'all think y'all gangsta out here in the street? Shit, that nigga sitting a fucking B-2 bomber over there under the cover of darkness, and bombed their ass, and then went and made a press conference and shot out everybody that was involved. Man, y'all better stop playing, man. So, you know, this is what you need to look at, man. You know, don't look at this as a bad thing. You know, I'm looking at this as making some money. Again, not financial advice. I like SUI. Bitcoin, of course, if you got a lot of wealth and you want to put your wealth to preserve it, you definitely want to have some Bitcoin. Ethereum, all of those same cryptocurrencies. The narrative has not changed on any of these cryptos because of this news. Okay, the narrative has not changed on any of these cryptocurrencies because of this war. This is why you want to buy them at a cheaper price. Me, not telling you what to buy, but I like Bitcoin. I like SUI. I like Ondo. I like Chainlink. These are the tokens, a lot of different tokens I would be buying. Right? This is my portfolio. We can share this on the way out, you know, and then we gonna get into the takeover, man. Cause I ain't done with these bitch ass niggas talking this shit on this app, bro. But let me see something. Make sure we good. Make sure we good, man. Make sure we good. We back. I think we back. Yo, is it working back again now? I don't know if I'm back, man. Something wrong. I think my battery was low on my computer and I didn't realize it. I just plugged the charger back up. I didn't realize my charger wasn't plugged up, but it's back plugged up now. Y'all should hear me now. I should be back. But what's up, Miss Collins, Sandra Davis? All right, so that's what I'm doing, man. I don't know when the last thing y'all heard, but I showed this, I showed that. I'm just telling you guys, man, just stay in the game. Use this as opportunity. Worst thing you can do is get out the game. Right? We want to stay in the game. We want to stay in the game. You know, don't let these people scare you out of your future potential, man. You know, with this bullshit that's going on, with this war shit. Trust me, the market is gonna get smoked Monday morning. And Trump slick. he did this shit on the weekend, boy. He said, I don't want none of that smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I got my laptop charged up now. I should be back good. It shouldn't be doing that falter stuff. Cause I was like, why my shit keep doing that? And then I looked, it said battery low. Yep, H-bar. H-bar is another one that's good to buy. Any one of those real world cryptocurrencies, right? We want to stick to the game, man. Don't forget, man, because they doing this. Oh, I should have put on the screen rate cuts. They've been talking about rate cuts the past 2 days, and then here we go with this news. So don't forget about those rate cuts. Those rate cuts are coming. This is just whatever they putting in the news to distract you, right? Stay grounded, man. Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. All right. If you don't trust me on nothing else, trust me on this one. Stay grounded, man. Don't let this shit shake you out of your position. Biz will be putting more money, more new money into this market. This is music to my ears. I'm actually smiling because of this, because I understand the potential when this market recovers. I understand the potential will be tremendous, you know, and this is something that I can very well say with a pure heart. My only regret ever is that I didn't buy more. That's my only regret ever. Every time I make an investment, my only regret is that I didn't buy more. That's it. I don't have any regrets other than I didn't attain enough. I should have bought more of that shit. That's every time. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. We definitely gonna be going live on this channel, man. I'm trying to weed the bitch ass niggas away from around me. You know, I'm trying to get them all going to one platform. If they want to talk stuff, we gonna go over there and talk stuff. I'm trying to get them away from around here. The channel that people help build, man. People with pure hearts help build. I'm not gonna corrupt this channel. I'm not gonna take advantage of the fact that I have this channel, and this channel was built, you know, by the people. So I'm gonna keep all of that stuff off of this channel, and we're gonna be talking about positivity and money over this bitch. That's what we're gonna be talking about on this channel right here. Right on the takeover channel, we gonna act crazy. Anytime I get upset and I want to go off on somebody, I just go over to the takeover. You know, because this channel was built by the community over a period of about 4 or 5 years, and I'm not gonna throw that away because these dudes want to argue with me. Right. So none of that stuff will be ever put on this channel again. And that's how we rock it. You know, so we about to get live and go on this takeover because we still got a few more riff-raffs to talk shit about, and that's what it is, man. So y'all be good, man. Remember, man, opportunity. All right, take advantage of the opportunity. Imagine if you could do COVID all over again, right? And you had a chance during that crisis where they had so much rigmarole. That's one of my favorite words I made up. Where they got so much rigmarole going on out here, and so much foolishness going on here. Everybody thought they were gonna die. You couldn't go nowhere without a mask on. What if you had to do that all over again? What would you have done? I would have put everything I had into Bitcoin. That's what I would have did. At that time, Bitcoin was at $3,000. Just let that sink in. That shit was at $3,000. 3, 1, 2, 3. $3,000. That shit is $103,000 right now. Take advantage of the opportunity, man. Don't let these people scare you out your bread. Be patient though. Don't rush. Right? Like I said, if I had 1,000, I'll put 250 right now, today. Yep, right now. And then I'll wait to see if any more bombs get dropped. More bombs get dropped means the price get dropped. And then I'll buy it, put another $250 in there, and hope they drop some more bombs. That's what I'll do. And then I let you guys argue about the reason and why America is fighting with Iran and Israel is in the mix. Let y'all figure that shit out. Right? Y'all can argue about that. That ain't gonna make you no money though. That right there, that's gonna just stress you out. That ain't gonna make you no fucking money. What's gonna make you the money is looking at, okay, what is the best asset to buy, and is this shit on discount? And that's it, right? And I'm gonna use this war to buy more ownership. So I'll holla at y'all, man. You said I would have invested in Kleenex. See that? Yeah, because of the mask and shit and its tissues. Bruh, just know, man, the trajectory is up. Don't let the outside influences affect your brain, right? Stay focused. So I ain't come on live in a minute on this channel. Now I got a reason. We got a big event. They dropping bombs out here. This ain't no joke. This is live news right now that's going on right now. Now they talking about Iran is going to retaliate and strike back and hit, and they got some American targets in mind that they trying to strike, right? So this is going to be a full-out war. It looked like a war about to break out here. I can't do shit but buy ownership. That's the only thing I can do. So shout out to y'all, man. I got my laptop plugged up now. That joint working perfect. That shit was, I stupid, man. I know next time. I had the charger sitting right next to it. I didn't plug it up. But other than that, man, salute to y'all. Y'all remember, man, Donald Trump ain't playing.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done. If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made
in the USA it's going to be. It's not going to be made anywhere else. And if Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say, it's going to the moon, I want America to be the nation that leads the way. And that's what's going to happen.
Hey, that's the same dude. That's the same person that just got on the TV and told you they just dropping bombs. Don't forget none of that shit, all right? Stay focused, man. Stay focused, man. But other than that, man, I see y'all in the next one, man. Y'all have a good, beautiful, blessed day. There's no need to beat you over the head saying the same thing. This is opportunity. Every time in history, events like this happen, it's always a recovery. Yes, while you're going through it, you're going to feel turmoil. You're going to see some pain. You're not going to like what's happening. But if you stay grounded, the rainbow is coming, man. It can't rain forever. It got to be a sunny day, you know? So holla at y'all. Y'all be good, man.
White people teach their children not just financial literacy, but teach them financial understanding and financial comprehension. And the general rule that you'll find that most Caucasian and wealthy people teach their children is to follow what's called the 10-10-10-70 rule. 10% of your money you should give to a cause you believe in, charity. 10% of your money you should save, put it in a savings account for yourself. The other 10% you should develop an investment fund to figure out how you can find something to make your money work for you instead of you working for your money. And then the rest of your life should be lived off that 70%. And I've also found that you'll see that wise people, they do not buy something once if they can't buy it twice. And if we started following that 10% charity, 10% investment fund, 10% saving, living off of 70%, not buying something once if we couldn't afford to buy it twice, we'll find that we are putting ourselves in a position where we always have cushion capital to deal with the problems of life, and we will not be engaged in this excessive unnecessary toil that comes from poverty. We'll be able to have a freer mind, less stress, and be able to have access to our creativity, find our purpose, fulfill our purpose, and get some real joy and happiness out of life.